guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Liz and this is Simply Homeschool. So today I am going to talk to you guys about what we got my soon-to-be 7th grade niece for curriculum. So this year we decided to do something a little bit different. We have used Abeka with our kids for the past 2 years. They did go to private schools previously before homeschooling, and they used Abeka there as well. So this year we decided to do something a little bit different with some of their subjects just because we felt like they needed a little bit of change. So with that being said, here's what we chose. So this year for Bible, we decided to stick with Abeka. We love Abeka's Bible. It's very thorough. They use the King James Version, and that is the version that we use here at home. So that is what we like. So we went ahead this year. She will be doing it with the video. So I believe she got DVDs for this. I don't have them here with me, but it does come with DVDs for 170 lessons. It also came with this manual. This is the Bible 7. It's with Exodus and Life of Christ. That's what they're going to be focusing on this year for 7th grade. So this is just the video manual guide that shows you as the parent what they will be doing for each lesson with the video. So I'm not going to go in depth with each book, like showing you guys the inside of the books, but I will be doing flip throughs of each individual subject, if that makes sense. So what it came with this is, let me see here. This is the Life of Christ book for her tests. So all of her tests that she needs this year will be in 2 different pamphlets, or booklets, I should say, not pamphlets, I'm sorry. So here's one of the booklets. This is the Life of Christ. And then she has the Exodus. So that is where you will find her tests. So here are the teacher keys for Life of Christ and Exodus. So what happens is once your children or child takes the test, you would then grab whichever booklet you need, and all of your answers will be found in this book. Okay, so next on our curriculum, we went ahead and stuck with Abeka for language arts. If any of you guys are familiar with Abeka, you know that they have a wonderful language arts program. I think that they're pretty known for their language, so we just decided they're very used to it. My niece has been doing it now for 7 years, so we thought sticking with the same program would probably be the smartest, especially because when they're thriving and when they're doing really well in something, it means that it's working. So you don't really want to change it. So we went ahead and picked up the English 7 through Abeka. This is the video manual, so the teacher again is going to be teaching her for language. So she does have CDs or DVDs that go along with this, but I don't have them here with me again. But she will be watching the DVDs for her language arts. So it comes with this video manual booklet. And basically it's the same thing as the Bible one is, let me see. It does show you how to grade and things like that in here also if you need that. But it shows a breakdown of the daily guide basically. So it'll show what they are working on for what lesson. So for instance, lesson 1, it'll show what she's gonna need for lesson 1 with that video teacher. So that is basically what is in here. But again, if you want to see more of a in-depth look at the books, then check out my other videos. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you're alerted anytime I have new uploads. That way you don't miss it when I do the flip throughs. Okay, so going along with that, it is going to be the grammar and composition. So this is her workbook. This is what she's going to use to go through for her grammar and composition. So it's literally, you guys, just her textbook. Okay, so it comes with this. Let me move this over so it doesn't slide off the bed. And then it comes with this teacher key. So it's exactly the same as her textbook, except it has the answers in it. Okay, so that's for the teacher, which would be you. And then it comes with this booklet for the quizzes and the tests. So these are all for her or him. This would be the students. And it tells you so you don't get confused. Here's the student quizzes and tests. And then here is the teacher key. So again, it says up here that it's the teacher key, and this is for the quizzes and tests. So that's grammar. So all of the information as far as pages she needs to do for the specific days will be in that video manual that I showed you. Okay, so next here is the vocab spelling and poetry. This is the student book. So all of her spelling and poetry is in here. I believe the spelling is in the front, and yep, the poetry is going to be found in the back of the booklet. Okay, so that is her book, and this is the teacher key. Teacher key says it up there. Again, same exact thing as inside the textbook, except it has answers. Okay, so then you have the vocab spelling and poetry. This is for her quizzes. All of her quizzes are going to be in this booklet here. And then this is going to be the quiz key. So your teacher key for all of the answers for her quizzes. Okay, so next here we have Becca's literature. This goes along with the language arts. This is all of the reading that they are going to be doing throughout the year. All of the booklets are basically books are basically in one big book. Now you will find questions that you need to ask your child that are in the book after each chapter, I would say, or after a few pages. And those answers are going to be found in this blue booklet here. And this just says teacher key. This is going to be the answers for the literature book. And then you are going to have a quizzes and tests for literature. This is going to be for your child. All of their tests and quizzes are going to be in here. And then you're going to have the test teacher key. And that is this here. And again, oh, wrong side. It says right here that it's your teacher key. So you'll be able to tell the difference. It's pretty simple. Okay, so next, let's see here. Okay, so for science, we did something different. We have used Apologia for our co-ops, and we've actually really loved them. They have so much information in their books. So we went ahead and decided to do the general science for her for 7th grade. This is going to be her science. It's literally a 12-month program basically. So this is what her textbook is going to be. I love Apologia. It's very hands-on. It's just awesome. They have a lot of activities and experiments to do, and it's great. So we're really excited about that. And then this is her notebook. So they've done it in like a notebook form. So this is basically where she's going to have all of her assignments to do in this book here. And it's pretty cool because they lay out your lessons in the beginning of this book, I believe. Yeah, we won't get into that though. I forget that this is not the flip through, you guys. Okay, so general science. So this is going to be her science notebooking for science. So she's going to find all of her work in there. And then she has this test book. This is going to be all of her tests that she needs to take throughout the year for her science. And then this is the test key. And it also, actually, if you have multiple kids, they give you a few tests, blank tests in here, and then the answer keys are in here as well. So that's pretty cool. So that goes with her science. Apologia is pretty awesome, you guys. I'm using Apologia for my she's going into 3rd grade. So for my 3rd grader this year, we're using Apologia, but we're doing space. So astronomy. Okay, so next on our curriculum, we decided to go with Not Grass. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with them. I believe it's a family owned. It is so just beautifully done. Their books are beautiful. So let me just show you guys. So this is through Not Grass, and the one that she'll be working through is From Adam to Us. So this is the first book that it comes with. They have a part 1 and a part 2 for the year. So this is going to be for the first semester of the year, and it's Creation to Cathedrals. You guys, it is so beautiful. Like they have, okay, so this is Christian based. Oh, I forgot to mention, I'm sorry. All of these are Christian based. So Apologia is Christian based, Abeka is Christian based, and Not Grass is Christian based. So all of this has to do with the Bible and our history as Christians, kind of like molded into just society and history of the world, basically. It's so beautifully done. You guys do not want to miss the flip through of this book. It is so beautiful. Now, it'll probably be quite a long video just because it has so much in their curriculum, but this is part 1, okay? And then this is going to be part 2. This is Castles to Computers. And you guys, I'm serious with you guys, okay? So they have a lot of activities in here to do. It's so beautifully done. When I saw the one that I chose for my daughter for 3rd grade, I just was like, I have to do this. So we went ahead and picked out From Adam to Us for my niece for 7th grade. It also comes with this really cool timeline here. So you're going to work through the books and then you're going to work through the timeline along with it. So that is the timeline. And then it also comes with this map book. So your child will be learning how to do map work or continue learning how to do map work. So it tells you everything you need to do for the lesson in this book. Okay, you guys, so here we have the lesson review. Now they do also have a notebooking book that can go along with this, but I heard from other YouTubers that it's mainly for, I want to say 5th and 6th graders, and she's going to be a 7th grader. So they did recommend doing the lesson review just because this one is more like questions and answers, more for an older student. And the journal is more like crossword puzzles and coloring and like more fun stuff. Not saying this isn't fun, but you know, when they start getting older, they really need to start cracking down. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so next for Not Grass, we have Our Creative World. So this is pretty cool. What it is it has stories, poems, documents, art, and architecture from world history. So in this book, it's added into the lesson that she will be doing out of the part 1 and part 2 books. And then they will give her either a poem to read, or they'll give her a letter to read, or something out of this book that goes along with it. So I thought that that was pretty cool. Also, they come with this answer key. This is going to be for you as the teacher to go through and find all the answers. And there they are. So for this, I do want to mention, because I open it up to the page, it does show you for the journaling answers also. It shows you all of them in here, which you obviously don't need, but they are in here if you decide to get them both, because you could do both. Okay, so I did want to mention that with Not Grass, they do have literature packs that you can buy, which are different readers that go along with the history. So when you buy Not Grass, it does say that it has Bible, that it covers history, geography, art, and literature, because you can buy the pack of literature books. But because we are using Abeka for our language arts, we're going to go ahead and just use Abeka's stuff with their curriculum. And then whatever we decide to use as supplementary readers, it will not be for history. Also, I did want to mention that in some of their lessons, they do have them doing extra work for Bible. They have you know what, they may actually have spelling in here too, because I think that they have vocabulary words. But we will not be working on those because we are doing spelling with Abeka. So we're basically just using this for history. Now, there may be some things that we do have my niece do that has to do with the Bible, or that has to do with, let's say, literature or spelling. Maybe there's a couple spelling words in there that she's not quite sure of. Maybe not to have her, you know, drill it into her that she needs to know every word, but just kind of tell her what the meaning is, just so she has it in the back of her mind. But it won't be something she's tested on or anything like that, because again, she's doing the language arts through Abeka. So, but if you are interested in more of like an all-inclusive, this has a lot of what you need in just this curriculum. So I wanted to just kind of tell you guys that. Okay, So that is history. The last thing that I'm going to show you guys is pretty much an elective. So the elective that my sister is planning on doing with her, there's a few of them because you know how you switch them out. So she's going to be working on cooking with her, and I'm going to be doing a yearbook with her. So we are going to be working on the computer, and we're going to get all of our pictures together. This could go really good or really bad, you guys, because depending on what the next school year looks like, we may not be going too many places. So again, we'll have to like intertwine different things, different activities, crafts, stuff like that that we do if we don't do a lot of field trips or co-ops and things like that. But I did want to show her how to navigate through a website on how to build a yearbook. So even if that's using just pictures that we all accumulate together as a family for school and activities that we do, or little field trips or trips that we go on, or nature hikes, stuff like that, then we will include those. So no matter what, it'll turn out great. So anyways, I am going to be teaching her how to do a yearbook. And then the last thing that my sister has to go over with her is maturation. So my niece is getting older, and it's time to work through maturation and sexual reproduction. So this is actually through The Good and the Beautiful. You can purchase it to where they mail it to you, but what I did was we purchased it online, and then I did everything myself. I printed it out, I laminated this cover sheet, laminated a black paper. You could do any color for the back, and then I just put a spiral bound binding on it. So turned it into a little booklet on our own. I want to say that this was like $12 to print it out at home, which is not bad at all. So we went ahead and did this, and this is something that my sister will be working on with her. So yeah, she's getting older. It's that time. It's always a tough one, realizing that your little ones are getting old. And then this I just made up. It's extra papers that she is going to be cutting out and turning into booklets. So I just cut this out, glued it on there, and this is all her little added paperwork that goes with this that she'll need, because this my sister will work through, and then this is for my niece. So you guys, I think that is it. I think that is everything for her 7th grade. We do have a humongous amount of supplementary items that we've gotten for all the kids. It's kind of crazy. I think we overdid it. I don't know how we're going to get through everything. But if we don't, we will figure it out, right? Push it on to next year. But thank you guys so much for checking out this channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe, the like, and the notification bell. And if you're interested in seeing any of the flip throughs, I will be doing those soon. If you guys have any kids going into 3rd grade, 2nd grade, or 1st grade, I have playlists for curriculum on my channel. I'm still working through the 3rd grade stuff, so I'm almost there, and once I'm done, I will turn that into a playlist for you guys. But I hope that you guys have enjoyed this, and I hope that you guys like our picks for this year. So yeah, thanks for checking out this video, and be blessed, and I hope to see you in my next video.